Welcome back to Far and Away, everyone. So, last time, I think we just mainly went into the caves, got attacked by a bunch of Krithik, and we found some coal. Got banged up pretty badly in the last fight, so I think we were just ticking 5. After the battle, I would have reclaimed half the arrows that she fired.
Yep,
so I'm just going to add 2 arrows back. Fogcloud and David's remaining armor is up for half an hour because we've spent half an hour resting. I need to do the refund roll for the Comprehend Languages classes, which I completed last time. We kind of just did it all at the end, so I didn't get around to it. Ooh, natural 20. Refunded amount is increased to 25%. It cost 50 magical materials to make, so believe it's about 13, because it's 12.5, I think, if we're being pedantic.
Yes, that's correct.
So we did make a couple of changes off screen, nailing down the cleave rules a little bit more clearly. Just to read it out quickly for the audience. If a player does enough damage to kill a target using an attack that could potentially strike a second, the remaining damage is transferred either if the second target is either a tiny or small creature being hit by either a physical attack or a single target spell within 5 foot of the first, or the second target is a tiny, small, or medium creature being hit by a physical attack in a 10-foot line or within melee range. In addition, if the initial target is pushed back by the attack, it can damage targets in range of the force movement, starting with the nearest. So this is for like David's repelling blast, basically. Other thing, we were discussing short rests. I had a thought about that because we're not all always taking rests at the same time. Like last time, Brandon will be doing something with the short rest, but David and John will be consuming hit die. So on the party health document, I've now started tracking the number of times our characters are taking a short rest, i.e. regaining resources, so whether this be regaining spell slots or using hit die, just to keep better track of what's going on now. I think there was only one more thing. Oh yeah. So I noticed at the time before, Pete, you allowed Fluffy to take a short rest and also study as well. Are we okay doing that going forward?
To be honest, I'm going to say no for the short rest period. If they're not resting specifically, obviously they can use the time however they want. But probably going forward, I'm not going to have you guys do anything specific that's progress related during your short rest. Probably allow things like doing a bit of whittling or something like that, a piece of wood. You know, something that's just passive, that's not really going to...
So you can't advance learning spells or proficiencies, maybe then?
Yeah, I would word it as you cannot advance any progress-related stout time activities.
Yeah, I'll word it like that then. Okay, let's get back to it then, I guess.
So, you guys are settled down in the cave, resting, relaxing, surrounded by the dead bodies of Krithik, as well as clutches of eggs hugging the walls.
Brandon is going to look around the Krithik bodies on the floor and he's just going to say, "Hey David, you remember when you analysed that young Krithik a few days back? You said there were 3 types, yeah?"
Yeah, young, old, and Hive
Lord,
yeah.
Lord. Yeah, I think we've got the full set here, don't we?
Can I take a piece of both of the new Krithik species that look different?
You take a piece of both of them off, covered in slime and sticky blood.
Put them in a pouch.
So, Brandon will also say, because I think if we're seeing those Hive Lords, didn't you say that they usually appear in Krithik nests where there's around 100?
Yeah.
By my count, including the ones that we fought outside, I think we've killed 38 so far.
That's a specific number?
We rested outside, I counted them there, and I've counted them here too.
So then we're about halfway, if that is true.
Yes.
Seeing as we haven't completed the quest yet, there should be more.
In a way, having the quest is actually helpful because once it pings, we know that we're going to be, well, safer for the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking around this room, is there any tunnel, cavern, something that could allow us to progress deeper into the cave? Or is this the end?
Roll me investigation.
Slightly above average.
I'd say that Brandon would be helping you since he's helped you on the other investigation checks.
No, still.
The version of helping is to keep counting the Krithik and then going back and forth. No, is that 2 or 1?
Just push them in corners.
Oh,
these ones I've counted, these ones I haven't.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
It seems as though there's no tunnels here. No, they were burrowing around in the dirt, but they weren't exactly secure. tunnels? It was more they were just hiding underground, maybe?
Maybe we could go back the way we came, like that initial room. I think we probably would need to go a little bit further ahead and to the right, I guess. Hey John, are there any around at the moment?
Do I see any underground?
Nope. You'll see partially collapsed tunnels wherever you're walking.
Do we want to kill the remaining Krithik before we start gathering resources?
Speaking of killing the remaining Krithix, I look over the eggs.
Yes.
As I investigate this Krithik egg, is it a hard shell or soft shell egg?
Only an investigation again.
I shall help.
Krithik,
What I want to know specifically is, are they edible? 21.
You look over the eggs, you lean over some of them, you poke them slightly, you sniff near them, you give one of them a lick, and a shudder runs through you. They're not edible.
David, what are you doing?
You see this egg, Brendan?
I do, yes.
This egg cannot be eaten.
Not for like of trying, I say.
I mean, technically it can be eaten, but only once. I wouldn't recommend it.
Is this what you were doing that one time you were licking the ground in front of the shop?
What? No, I never licked the ground in front of the shop.
Honestly, I'm with John on this one. You did do that once for some reason.
I have no memories of such a thing ever happening, ever in the time of human history.
Anyway, we're going to have to dispose of these eggs if we want to clear the nest. The question is, do we want to do it now or do we want to do it later?
I
Do it
guess
now.
I will pass on the egg that I'm holding.
Brandon, we'll firebolt the eggs if that works.
I'm going to say it takes around 10 minutes to clear out the egg clutches. And ding! 1 out of 1.
Oh, did we just...
Did
1
it
out of
just
1.
sting?
Complete. Progress 0 out of 1.
I mean, it's repeatable, but we just got...
450.
Is there anywhere in the in-game UI an option to have Amadeus read out a notification so June doesn't ignore them?
It's your soul.
Okay, can you read the stuff that goes on my screen?
No, but I can feel change, mother.
I'm also sorry for going down like that and you had to witness that.
Fill me with rage, mother. You'll crush me with the mother.
How does it make you feel to see the eggs being crushed?
Glorious, mother.
So, seeing as we've completed the nest, I'm going to take that as there's no more Krithik in the immediate area, so do you think we could actually harvest some of this coal now?
I do want to check that offshoot also before we head out.
Yeah, I'm fine with doing that. One thing I want to say, when we're obviously going through the tunnels, we can't do anything about it. When we get to an open area like this again, I think we should try to stay in turtle formation all the time, even out of combat. Because in that last fight, I noticed when Moira was on her own and then Jun, they do seem to like surrounding people on their own quickly.
So, stay together. Got it.
Well, in turtle formation specifically, when we're in a room like this, yeah.
So, here are the rules for mining. Whilst mining, you will do so in 4-hour chunks.
And read it in Amadeus' voice.
Yeah,
Every 4 hours, players must roll survival checks, mother. Every survival check the player rolls. And the gem chart to see if they encountered any gems, mother. The gem chart is a D100, mother.
Decided to use survival just as a quick, straightforward roll. I was debating strength straight, but I thought survival might be a bit better, maybe. I also have the value of 1 lib of each thing you can mine currently. I might as well post that just so you've got that to refer back to.
This is in raw ore, right?
Yes.
so in downtime activities, made a mining tab.
Given the current time, we do have enough time to mine for bits, check out the offshoots, and if needed, we can leave the mountain before night falls.
As another rule for this bit thing, by the way, if somebody was going to give a help action, they would need to be spending the entire time mining as well effectively to give advantage on the roll.
We only have the one
Either
pickaxe.
2 separate rolls, or you can have one with advantage if 2 people were mining.
Can I assist using Eldritch Blast and Moltered?
I will not allow it.
Okay, no additional help.
Should I do the mining since I have a higher survival?
And
Yeah.
see to the earth for any ores.
Okay, that's actually a fucking smart move.
Yeah.
Given you got the ability to see through, I'm going to allow you to have a +1 because of that.
I'll just move Brandon out of the way so Jun can get up to the coal, by the way.
You begin mining away. Whilst you are clinging against the coal and stone, you do eventually hear slittering coming from down the tunnel from whence you came.
I will point that out.
I ready an Eldritch Blast.
Brandon will ready a firebolt, Moira will ready a shortbow shot.
A Krithik, the young one, skittles down, clears its head past, at which point the Eldritch Blast goes off.
The first one,
Which was a warning shot. At which point it turned around to look where it hit, and then you blast it and roll damage. At which point, when it's distracted, you splatter it, falls apart.
As my downtime, quote-unquote, activity while June is mining, I just start reading my book.
Can Brandon have a downtime activity as well?
If he wants to do something whilst John is mining away.
You know what? I think he's going to start working on a bag of tricks. If he's not interrupted, he'll be working on the bag of tricks for that 4-hour period.
Okay, so an hour passes, at which point there is more skittering.
I've got the auto suppressed again.
Firebolt and short bow and Moira.
I'm going to say the firebolts will be with disadvantage, giving you a busy enchanting.
That's fair.
Oh, come on, that was almost a natural 20 again.
So 6 fire damage on Brandon's. I'd say that Moira would be taking steady aim.
She hits. Which one was she going for?
Oh, the fog cloud will be gone by now. Let me delete that. So if she's going for this one, Brandon was going for the one lower down.
She skewers that one, you spray fire onto that one, and the other two are still there and approach.
Guys, get ready, we've got some incoming.
Go back to the top of turn order. She conveniently is there. I'm just going to move them in towards your areas and then end them. So Moira's turn.
Moira's going to move 10 foot, stand here, and she's going to take diagonal shot, basically. Going for this one first. Nope.
Glances straight off the carapace of one of them.
Moira will move back to former position and she'll end her turn.
Random.
Brandon's going to try the same thing. Firebolt, 19 for 12 fire damage.
You immolate the nearest one.
And the other one is within 5 foot.
Pretty sure that immolates the second one. Finish the arc. And it sounds again other than Jun's. Ding, ding, ding.
Brandon will go back to what he was doing. Moira will be on the lookout.
Alright. David continues reading.
Moira will also reclaim one of the arrows she fired.
Jun, do you sing the song?
Yeah, from Snow White.
So, another hour passes. This one goes uneventfully. Third hour passes uneventfully. At the final hour, you do hear skittering again, but nothing approaches into your cave.
So, do we both get 4 hours of progress then, Pete?
Yeah.
And actually, does Brandon's thing activate here? Brandon isn't actually aware of this yet properly, but when 4 hours of consistent progress on something, he can roll a 1d4. On an even result, he gains 2 hours of additional progress. On an odd, he gains 1. Is Brandon eligible for that in this instance?
Now, it has
There was
been
an
interrupted
attack.
once. Given it was so quick and minor, they'll let you be eligible.
On an even result, he gains 2 additional hours of progress.
Nice.
So he's actually made 6 hours of progress towards the bag. But yeah, he's only got 2 hours left.
Alright, so you have now completed the 4 hours, so now you can roll survival. Okay, so you end up getting 2 lives worth of coal. And roll me a d100.
41.
You found a malachite. Your shoulders are a bit sore from all the mining. You had to start leaning quite high at one point.
Okay, I'm tired. Can I stop? Please?
If we want to do any more, I can take over.
We can also check the offshoot first and check
Yeah.
over there. if there's
Okay,
any.
let's do that.
Where do I put this goal?
Bag of holding, I imagine.
Holding.
It's about 2 pounds, I think.
Oh, and you got a gemstone as well.
Yeah?
We'll be able to use that for essence capture later.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to keep it, but sure.
By all means, hang on to it, John. They will probably have a few of us carrying these. So yeah, you keep that one, I can enchant it later.
So we don't forget, like the liar.
I mean, David, let's be fair, we all forgot about that.
Yes, but it was in the bag of holding, we wouldn't.
I'm sorry, I wanted to play it. We didn't know it was magical.
That is true.
I thought it was a nice instrument and I wanted to play it.
Good job you didn't, based on what
Yeah.
what's it. Anyway, let's go and look at these tunnels before it gets too late.
As you make your way up the tunnel, you hear skittering pulling away from you, deeper in.
I slowly move forward, ready to Eldritch Blast any
Run.
creature that could come a little too close.
Brandon will be on guard with a firebolt. Moira would be short bowing.
Can I check if the frog is still in the jar in my pocket, my bag?
You check, and it's there. It's kind of just mellow.
I'm gonna push a berry to the jar, a few berries. There's nothing down here, right? This is all wall.
Yeah, there's nothing there. It's
There's
just
nothing here, yeah.
As you progress further, you can hear skittering deeper in.
Skittering gets louder, guys. Be prepared.
Alright, on guard with a firebolt, my short bow.
I will, in advance, cast Armor Vectors on myself.
You approach a larger open area again, and you can see movements behind some of the stones to the south.
Alright, prepare for battle.